And what's good, Vesh Nation? It's Vesh, and I'm back again on the video. Yes, you can see my face now. I guess we're going to be upgrading. So, I don't know. How do you guys like these kind of videos? I don't know. Personally, I think I still prefer the other way, but let's hope I'm going to get used to this. So, previously, we did a beat, and I told you guys I was going to make a video of me mixing the beat. So, here's that video. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave a thumbs up for me if you like this video. And you can look down in the description below. There'll be various links to various kits I've dropped in the past, and also links to follow me on other of my social media platforms like Instagram. And if you feel like you need to contact me for some like personal discussion, I'm open to that, but I'm not 100% open to that in the sense that you might get a late reply from me. Yeah, I think I have to put that out because I may be busy with other stuff, but definitely I'm going to respond to you. Or you can shoot my email at veshbeats@gmail.com. Instagram still remains at Veshbeats. Twitter still remains at Veshbeats. Okay, guys. And for those that's here to send in your loops, I think your time is almost up for the collaboration. The link, the email for that is finishmybeat@veshbeats.com. Okay, so I guess we're going to mix this beat. So let's get into it. All right, so what I usually do first off is to get to the busy parts of the song. Yeah, because if I can get the mix to sound good when almost all the instruments are playing, then definitely the rest of the track is going to sound good. So that's like the principle I apply. I'll talk about the principle maybe in another video. I'll make another video to share with you guys the principle, like the base, the foundation of how I started learning how to mix. I learned from 17.7 mix. That's Dr. Santi. He's a doctor, but he's also a mixing and mastering engineer. So I learned from him. He dropped his cheat codes, and I'm probably going to share that with you. Thanks to Dr. Santi for letting me in on that. All right, guys, so let's mix this beat and let's talk less as usual. So I'm going to highlight the chorus and I'm going to mix from this portion. Let's get it. So what I usually do is to start with the kick. Yep. So let's do this. I'll mute the other tracks, then start with the kick. Now, my main priority are my ears, rather. Like that's my main priority, my ears. So even if I'm going to be monitoring the signal right here, I'm actually going to be using my ears to do the final judgment. Yeah, I don't add anything on my kick. Like it's fine like that. I think I should put off every effect on the master channel so that I'm hearing the signal directly from each channel to the master channel. Forgive me for the background noise you're hearing. I hope I'll be able to filter this voiceover properly so that you guys can hear me clearly. So going to clean up this conga sound. First of all, let me tighten it a little bit with the use of a transient plugin, and I use transient master from NI. I drop the sustain, take the attack up a little bit, then take the gain up, and let's listen to it now. Let's put on the EQ. I have my own preset. I usually just, not this one, not the master EQ, default. think I need to put the transient master on this because I'm not enjoying that room sound it's giving me. Now put on my own reverb. I like to do drums first before melody. Yep. Yeah, learn to pan. I forgot to mention this while I was panning on the sound. You need I was watching a Ramzoid video like yesterday. Shout out to Ramzoid. I think you guys should know him. So she mentioned that while mixing, it takes note of two things: the frequency spectrum and also the stereo spectrum. So now the frequency spectrum is all about your EQing, where to place your various sounds in the whole frequency spectrum, while your stereo spectrum is where you place various sounds in respect to the stereo image of the whole track. Now, this my conga. I want it to be probably by the left side of the whole stereo image. The other conga I placed towards the left rather, then this one towards your right. Pardon me. So yeah. So while mixing, you need to take notes of these two things: the frequency spectrum and also the stereo spectrum. This should just be a subtle sound. Yeah, like it does not have a main role to play in the whole drum sequence. Well, let's make it come shine a little bit. Is this supposed to be 12 or 1? What's on my one? Oops, I have nothing on my number 1. This is supposed to be number 1, so I think I'll shift that from 12 to 1. Better. Yeah, because I've already used a transient plugin on this channel to get rid of the transients I don't need in the loop. So for this, what I'll do is to shift this towards the end because I think there's not another channel for now. Leave it there. So this shot. Now for this, I'm going to do a little trick. I'm going to use the stereo enhancer plugin. Yeah, I think it's needed here. Let's, yeah, no, I'll set it a bit. Cool. Now the 808, let's do this. Sometimes you just need to close your eyes and like I said earlier on, let your ears do the work. Like that should be your final judgment. Your ears, they should play the part of judging the sound or the mix. Finally, your ears, you need to learn to trust them. That sounds good. I closed my ears for a reason, so as not to. I closed my ears like for a reason, and that is so as not to get deceived by what I'm seeing. It's very important. Now, I've been in a scenario whereby I need to look because I also do live sound also. So whenever I'm trying to hear how a speaker sound, sometimes when I feel my ear is not doing the job properly, I begin to look at the speaker. Like I begin to tell my mind and my ears, focus on this speaker, focus on this sound, focus on this sound. So I'm looking, then I begin to hear the sound properly. So you need to be careful. There are times you need to close your eyes while listening to a sound, and there are times you need to also open your eyes. I don't know if I'm making sense, but like that's what I do practically. Yeah. Okay, so I have to sidechain definitely. Sidechain this kick to this 808. Now this is how I sidechain. I click the kick channel. Now down from the 808 channel to this routing panel, I right click and click sidechain to this track. I come back to the 808 channel, load up on Fruity Limiter. Okay. Then come to the compression tab, right click the sidechain panel, and select the kick, and then drop my threshold down. Take the nail a little bit up, ratio 3 to, let's say 2 to, let's say ratio 3 to 1. Yeah, you can look up here for the numbers and figures. Then release, take it down a bit, and let's hear how it sounds. You can see the dip at the beginning of that whenever the kick hits, there's a dip in the 808 sound. So that's what sidechaining is. It creates that dip in the 808 so as to let the kick pass through and shine in the mix. Okay, so this vocal sample, let's treat it. Then the keys. Away some low. There's not really much difference between this equalizer in the channel rack and the Fruity parametric EQ2. Now this is just for quick settings. Like if I don't want to be able to load up a lot of effects, so I can just come here and just quickly equalize it, and it's good to go. Now the only disadvantage with this is that you cannot do A and B. You cannot turn off equalizer and turn it back on. If you turn it off, you're actually resetting it back to the initial position, which means you have to re-EQ again. Okay, this crash. Now it's a crash, it's an effect sound, so it doesn't have to be too obvious. Understand? So just like subtle enough that they can hear it. Understand? Sorry? So I want to try and shift this behind the mix. Yeah, shift behind. It's one of those sounds that you can hear but you can't hear. Don't know if you get me. Always save, always save. So I guess I'm good with this part. So let's see what else. Okay, the rows. Okay, I think I should clear here. I think that row needs to come up a little bit. So this is not yet on. This is not yet on. Don't think there's anything on 2. Is there anything on 2? Okay, the guitar chords. Huh? Okay, the old one. Okay. So we can shift that. How am I shifting this? I'm holding alternate, using the front and back, which is the left and right arrow keys. Okay, I'm not sure I use this sound any longer. I'll confirm. I'm set it to about 32. So do I have any 32? No. So I don't think I use the sound. That can remain off. So we have number 5. I'm just making sure I've gone through all the sounds. What sound is this? Okay, we've done this. Yeah, organization is key. Like I like keeping my things organized. It's very important for me. I should delete this. Okay. So usually if I received like some stems from an artist or producer, the first thing I usually do is organize, and that could take the whole day, and I'm done with that for the day till I'm ready to come up again and mix. Like when Sean P, my guitarist, sent over some works, I had to like take the whole time from that particular session just to arrange, rename, and route things properly. Then I closed the project and came back the next day to begin the mixing process. Sometimes it's really a long process sometimes. Okay, what's not yet done? I don't know if I use this sound anymore. I think that was like the sound that initiated the whole beat in the previous video, and I don't think I used it any longer. So that's good. So we are done mixing. It's barely 20 minutes and we're done mixing. Like, yeah, we're done. Okay, I think we missed the sound. Where's that sound? I think it's this one. What other sounds did we miss? Yeah, people, we're done. So what I usually do next is to boost the volume. I have a new process, but I'm still testing that process and knowing how good and valid that process is. But for now, I'll stick with my initial procedure. I load up Fruity Limiter on my master channel. I don't call this mastering. I call this like a boost in volume, or I really don't call it pre-mastering because I'm no professional in mastering. So what I try to do is I come here, I drop my attack knob all the way down, drop the release knob all the way down, the sustain knob all the way down, and listen through. Then I want to set my ceiling just where the signal is at its peak. Understand? I want to set my ceiling just when the signal is at its peak. I just want to set the ceiling. Okay, this looks good. As you can see, this is like the peak. So like that average peak, I'm gonna put the ceiling right there and leave it there so that whatever sound that tries to come just above 7.7 dB, minus 7.7 dB, or okay, rather minus 8 point, okay, minus 8 dB. So any signal that is above that gets limited instantly. Understand? So when I take it into ozone, where I'm going to be doing some maximizing and stereo imaging, all the signals coming through the ozone has been limited already. So all the ozone does is to just boost that limited signal already. I hope I'm making some kind of sense. Okay, let's do this. Oh, sorry. Okay, so first of all, look for the loudest part again. Chorus. The second B part of the chorus. Now this is what I'll do. I'm going to activate the maximizer, put on the knob, then set my margin all the way to. Initially I used to do minus 0.3, but I figured out I think the best are about like -1 or minus 0.8. I begin to tamper on my threshold knob. That sounds good. One more thing, you want the character to be fast and loud. Yep, I love that. Now for the stereo imaging tab, activate the stereo button. You take a delay to around 9-ish, around that figure. Then first things first, your band one width, which is your low frequencies, you want it to be mono, so you take it down. You can take it all the way down, it's fine. But just like living right about here, then I tamper with like the crossover frequency, the frequency in which the band 2 and bandwidth crosses. So I set it. I can solo to listen to that frequency. Yep. I like that. Then next band 2 width, I take it up. Then I could solo it to listen to it also. Still capturing some low frequency, so let me adjust it. Oh, that sounds better. Now for the third band. Now, in case you think there's no difference, I'm going to solo and unsolo the stereo image tab so that you get the difference. Yep. So there you have it, guys. This is how I mix my Afrobeats. This is not the standard way. I'm in no way schooled by any professional, or in no way do I have any certificate for mixing and mastering. This is just how I do it, and so far so good. You guys have been enjoying my mixes, so that at least that's to say I'm trying to an extent. I'm doing a pretty good job at mixing. You guys' words, I don't know how good I am in mixing. I don't even think I even know how to mix personally. So there you have it, guys, how I mix my Afro beats. Thank you guys for sticking around. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you guys in another video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Veshbeats. And please visit www.veshbeats.com. Purchase your best Afrobeat kits there. I have lots of free kits and look kits on my website. Don't forget to go there and purchase some kits for yourself. And I will be releasing a new kit very soon. I'll announce the name probably on Instagram, WhatsApp, and YouTube community. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys in another video. Bye.